Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to apply Gaussian blur to a video in React Native's new architecture for Android using the Media3 transformer library. So firstly I will show you guys the output. So here, as you can see, I have one video playing. Now this video is playing from a network URL. So this is the video. So this is playing from a network URL. So this is the original video. This video is not stored on my local device. Now I will click on this convert button, so it will apply Gaussian blur to this particular video. If you want to see the progress of how much conversion has happened, you can also go to logcat. Here you can see the 2 which you see at the start is the progress state, and the 28, 30, 31 which you see is the actual conversion progress of how much has taken place. Also, once the video has been converted, it gets saved to external storage, so we don't have to worry about that. One more thing is, once the conversion is finished, it doesn't reach till 100, but the progress state, here you can see sometimes it just stops at 99. There are few reasons. So here you can see in the video the Gaussian blur has been applied. So the reason it doesn't reach till 100 is there are a couple of reasons. Firstly, the video is very short. Secondly, I have added a 500 milliseconds delay, and also here you can see the progress state goes back to 0, so that way you know that the conversion has finished. There are 2 other methods as well, on completed and on error, which we are overriding. With the help of that also you can know that the conversion has finished. Now suppose if I am picking some video, so I'll just click on pick video. The first video which you see is just saved from our output. Now I will select this 15 seconds long video. So okay, I know what has happened. I'll just quickly refresh, because the original video has ended, that's why the pick video also started at the very end. So I will just refresh it. I'll quickly click on pick video. So here you can see this is another video which I have saved, which I have picked from our local storage, and I can apply Gaussian blur to this particular video as well. Let it complete. There's one more thing which I want to show you. So what if as soon as I pick video from my local device, or if I am playing a video from my network URL, I want to apply the Gaussian blur immediately. I don't want this convert button. We can do that as well. For that we will just have to uncomment one of this line. So this particular line will have to uncomment. Now given that we are using the new architecture, we have to run this bit of code generation command, which I will show you shortly. So I have run this code generation command. So I have already run the code generation command. So here is the output for our local video. Now what I will do is that I will quickly rerun my app. I have to rerun it from scratch because I have made some changes in my native code. Okay. Now once the cat video starts playing, the Gaussian blur will be immediately applied to that particular video. Now this will take little bit of time. So in the meantime, what you can do is that you can open this documentation of Fabric native components as well as this turbo modules, because we will be copying a lot of code from this documentation. So yeah, it's better you keep this documentation handy. So I have created a React Native project as usual. Then you have to search for this new arc enabled. It will be present inside gradle.properties. Arc enabled is present inside gradle.properties, and you have to make this as true. So I'll quickly show you the output. So the app has finished installing. Here you can see the Gaussian blur is applied to the original video itself. I don't have to click on the convert button, but if you want to save the video to external storage, then you'll have to click on the convert button. So firstly we'll have to make this new arc enabled as true inside gradle.properties. I have already done that. Then we will be following this particular documentation of turbo modules. We are using turbo modules because we want to check whether you are on Android R or above, because from Android R we don't require the read write external storage permission. And it's not an easy way to check in React Native. That's why I've created this turbo module of RT and my permission. So create this folder. Inside that, create a file called package.json. Again, I have copy pasted this from documentation. So only this name has been changed, this name has been changed, this name has been changed, and this name has been changed. Then I have created a JS folder. Inside that I have created a TypeScript file. Again, we pasted everything from the documentation. Only this name has been changed, or our method name as well as this name has been changed. Then I have created an Android folder. Inside that I have created a build.gradle file. Again I have copy pasted everything from docs, only this version name has been changed. Compile HDK is 34, but I think by the time you watch it might be 35 as well. And here I have added Kotlin standard lib 1.9.24. Then inside src I have added all these folders. So I have firstly created my permission package.kt. Again I have copy pasted this from docs, and only the package name has been changed, this name has been changed, this name, this and this has been changed. Then I have created this my permission module.kt. So firstly we change our package name. We are overriding this particular method, and here I am just checking whether we are above Android R or not, and this should be the same as our folder name. Then we will be opening this fabric documentation. Okay, and here firstly I have created a folder called rtnmyplayer. Inside that I have created a package.json file. Again I have copy pasted this from docs, I have copy pasted everything from docs, and only this name has been changed, this has been changed, and this has been changed. Then I have created a JS folder. Inside that I have created a TypeScript file. Again this has been copied from docs, only the prop has been changed. So we will take a video URL, and this particular name has been changed. Then I have created an Android folder. Inside that I have created a build.gradle file. Again I have copy pasted it from docs. Here I have added this class path. This is compile HDK 34. And here we have added this Media3 exoplayer dependency. Lifecycle runtime is also added because I want to make use of Kotlin coroutines. Then I have added this src main javacom rtn myplayer folders. Firstly create myplayer package.kt. Again I have copy pasted it from docs, only these names has been changed, as well as over here we are marking it as unstable because this Media3 player APIs are still bit unstable, which are used in myplayer file. Myplayer file is used in myplayer pack manager, and myplayer manager is referenced in myplayer package. That's why we have to annotate it like this. Then inside myplayer manager, again this has been copied from docs, only this name has been changed, and this names has been changed everywhere. Here we just initialize our Kotlin file, and once we get the URL we call the init input player method from our Kotlin file. Now go to myplayer.kt. so this is the actual thing. So firstly these are all the imports. So I'll simply scroll through this. If you want you can copy paste all these imports which I have. Then here we are extending transformer.listener because we want to override on completed and on error. Then there is this lifecycle event listener as well for on pause, on destroy, those kind of things, and lifecycle owner because I want to make use of Kotlin coroutines. That's why I have written this boilerplate code. Then I have created handler as well as progress holder. I have created two exoplayer views, two exoplayers, two player views, one button and one progress bar. This is boilerplate code which you have to write. And here is our array list of effect. Here I am adding this listener. Now there are different ways of applying Gaussian blur. You can play around with it. I am just using this one, but if you want you can use this one. This 4f is something called num standard deviation, so you can play around with this. Let me quickly check my Android Studio. You won't see this code in Android Studio yet because you haven't run the code generation part. So suppose if you are using this Gaussian blur with frame overlaid, make sure you add this import as well. So I'll just show you that import Gaussian blur. Where was it added? Okay, let me quickly check this. Gaussian blur with frame overlaid. Okay, I'm not sure where did it add the import. Let's see in Android. Okay, so this is the import. Make sure you add this import as well. I'll just copy this, I'll paste it over here. Okay, so it's the same code, don't worry too much about it. Okay, but I just wanted to show you that import of Gaussian blur with frame overlaid because most of you might be using VS Code. So use don't apply all 4 of this, just apply any 3. So I'll just comment this out as well as I'll comment this out. Then here we create our layout params. Here we initialize our input player. Now there is one big issue, like the video player which I'm showing, I'm not able to display the play, pause, seek bar. This is a React Native bug. Like same code works perfectly fine in Flutter and native Android. Here you can see I'm displaying all the buttons, but I don't know why they are not getting displayed. I did found one hack which I will show you shortly, but it causes some other issues. Then here we have defined our button, and on click of it we are just calling setup transformer. This is our output player view, same as input player view, but it is invisible by default. Then this is our progress bar. So this is the hack. So these two methods are the hack. So if you want to see those play pause button, you can just call setup layout hack over here. But the problem is that with this, somehow our button overlaps on our input player, so you can't really see it. I don't know why, but if you know, do let me know in the comments. Otherwise don't use these two methods. Then here we initialize our input player. So this is the code for it. This is the code for initializing our output player. This is for releasing our player. Here we set up our transformer. In transform video we first display our progress bar, initialize our transformer, initialize our input media item, pass our effect. Then here we create our external file, start the transformer. Here we track the progress state as well as the actual progress, and here we create our external file as well. Then we add this file to external storage. Even I have copy pasted this code from Stack Overflow, so you can do the same thing. Even I am not really good at this. Then here we override on completed, so we display our output player, initialize it, save file to external storage, and hide our progress bar. In on error we hide both output player and progress bar and just display a toast message. And here we also override this on host resume and on host pause and on host destroy. Now we will have to run the code generation command. So before that you need to install one more dependency called React Native image picker. So this will help us to pick videos from the user's local device. Next you will have to open your terminal and go to the root of your React Native project. Firstly you will have to run this particular command, then run this particular command, then do cd ... Then you will have to run this particular command, but here instead of rnapp GuassianBlur you will have to write your own project name. As you can see, my project name is rnapp GuassianBlur, so change it over here as well as over here, and this is our folder name. Then same thing for this as well, you will have to run this command, change this name to your own project name 3 times, and this is our folder name. Then you will have to cd to this main Android folder which we have, and then run this particular command. So this will do code generation for Android. Once that is done, you will have to go to android manifest.xml, and you will have also need to add this read write external storage permission. Then go to app.tsx, and here you will have to add all these imports which we have. So at the very start I am displaying the cat video, so change it to whatever URL you want. Make sure you use HTTPS, and here this pick video method is called on the button click. So here we are picking by videos. Then once we have that URI, we just assign it to our set video URI, and here you can see on press, if we are above Android queue, then we just call pick video. Otherwise we ask for read write external storage permission. Again, for picking video we don't require the permission. The permission is for saving the video to external storage if you click on the convert button. And here once we have this video URI, we just display our RTN my player native component. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.